Hey everyone, it's E1 and welcome to another installment of E1 Tech. And in today's video, I am going to look at the fingerprint scanner again in the Oneplus 2. Now this video is just like a revisit. A lot of people commented on the video asking me why don't I show them how to go through the process of fixing the fingerprint scanner on the Oneplus 2. So I said, hey what? This is about helping you guys. This is what I love to do, so I'm gonna do it. Now, it's a simple step in wiping your device. So first of all, I'm gonna show you all that my home button is actually working. As you can see, I will press it and it works. So you can see here that my fingerprint actually works in this process. Now, to do this, as I was explaining in my first video, you power down the device by holding the power button, power off, okay, and shut down your device. Now when your device is shut down, it's a simple process now of holding the power button and the volume down button together until it comes on and then release. Now you have reached this phase. This is where you choose your language setting. So for me, I'll choose English. And you want to wipe the data and cache of the device. This is what I did. So you press wipe data and cache, and then it's going to ask you to wipe data and cache, wipe data, or wipe cache. But I would recommend wipe data and cache. Now I'm going to stop here and explain this. When you all are doing this process, please make sure and back up your device. Back up your photos, your music, and your videos on your computer or laptop via your data cable. And for other stuff like your phone contacts, SMS, and these things, I would leave an app in the description down below which I used in order to back up those important stuff that you may have, so I'm going to leave a link in the description for the app that I use, because a lot of you were asking about an app to use in wiping the device, in backing up your items before the wipe. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to that app. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I just want to make it absolutely clear that must be done before wiping data and cache. So now that you have backed up your device and you have reached this far, you hit wipe data and cache. It's going to ask you again, data and cache will be wiped. Should you continue? You hit yes. And it's going to wipe the data and cache of your device. And then when it's done, it's going to ask you to reboot. So you hit reboot. So that's it there for wiping the data and cache of your device. Now my device is going to take a little while to get back up and running. So while this is rebooting, I'm going to let it do what it has to be done, and I'm going to come back when it's done. Okay? Alright, so my device has finished the wiping process and it has reached thus far. Now this, to me, is very important, because a lot of people, I believe, would have installed a fingerprint when asked. But for me, I ignored installing the fingerprint here and went ahead with the full setting up of the device. So let's go ahead with the setting up process. All right, and setup is complete. I have restored my Oneplus 2. I have done that. Now, as I mentioned before, I do not install my fingerprint before. I do it after this process is done. So what I do, I just make sure and test the fingerprint to see if the sensor, to see if it's working by basic home functions. When you press it, it should come out of whatever app or you were in. So you can see from here that my fingerprint, my home button is working. You can see here that my home button is working. So I know that it is working perfectly fine. Now we can go into the settings. and install the fingerprint. Now, because you now know that the home button is working, so now you can go ahead and install the fingerprint. I would recommend that when you put your finger at different points so that it can read it properly to do the fingerprint, so that just in case you don't get it flush on it, it will still pick it up, you know. I must say that from using it, the fingerprint works wonderful for my Oneplus 2, you know. So I'm done. Okay, so I have to choose a lock, so I'll do a pattern, basic pattern, continue, confirm, yes, done. So now, and I enable my fingerprint, use the lock. Alright, so I'm done. Now if I lock my device and I put my finger, it works. So I'm going to do it again. I lock my device, put my finger, it works. Now this is just a video to show you all the process I used to get my fingerprint working. It worked for me, it worked for others, and it may, keyword may, also work for you. It's not 100%, I'm going to be honest with you, because there are people who have commented on my first video who said that it doesn't work for them. My choice to you all is to go to the Oneplus, try to connect with them through Twitter, and let them know what you're experiencing. If it's a new Oneplus 2 and you decide that you want to get another one, they should be able to change it for you. Or if it is that it's not a new Oneplus 2, they can help you by giving you software support or something like that in order to get it working. So again, I just want to say thank you all so much for commenting on my first video, for liking it and viewing it so many times. I think it got something like up to 17,000 views, and it's still climbing. And I made this just to help the situation, to explain you all what to do and how to go about trying to get your fingerprint scanner fixed. Alright, so again, thanks so much for watching, and you're gonna see me again right here on E1 Tech for awesome tech stuff. Thank you.